Good morning, my dear students. So, we are back with the studies for the semester 2, and I hope you all are refreshed and maybe very much enthusiastic to learn new things for your semester 2. So, here I am sending you the first video for your first chapter of SST, that is Communication Ancient to Modern Times. How the means of communications had changed from the ancient era to the modern times, and now these days we are far more advanced children as our school has come to the mobile. Through a mobile we have already completed our semester 1 and we are moving ahead for semester 2. So here these three pictures, children, you can see this particular man, we can call him a runner. That means a man who used to deliver messages and he go by foot, but messages were delivered very slowly. It took much time, days together, and if something happens to the man, that message won't be delivered at all. And then came the pigeon. That is because pigeons can fly, so pigeon speed was more than the man, and he used to deliver message. But again, we were not sure about the delivery of the message, whatever message it was. Then here it is written that Muhammad galloped on his horse to deliver an important letter. All these three things maybe you have noticed in some of the serials, the time serials like Shivaji Maharaj, or because I am not fond of these serials, so I cannot tell you any name. Now after that, children, came the era of newspaper. Even before independence, newspapers were there, and important messages, mass media. That means some message which has to be delivered to the public, mass, more number of people. Then the medium of newspaper or magazines were used. Then came the phone, landline phone we used to call it. Now maybe some of the houses they are having landline phones. After then comes the mobile, and right now we all are having mobiles in our hands. Then came the internet connection. Now we are just less than fraction of second away from the complete word. Within a fraction of second, we, with the help of the internet, we can have the complete information what is going on through the word. So children, now for the detailed study, as I already told you earlier, we were having runners, then pigeons were there, then horse riders were there, and now we are having the internet services. Without internet we can't even think of a single minute of our life. Even our studies are going on with the help of the net connections. So children, first of all we are having the postal services. That means before our mobiles or internet, mail, now we are having the facilities of mail or WhatsApp, or we can send any kind of document anywhere in any form to the electronic media. But before these came into existence, we were using the post office or the postal services very much, and very advanced services were there. We used to send letters, aerograms, money orders means now we can transfer money with just one click of the key from the mobile. But initially money was sent through post office, through money orders. It was a form. We used to fill up the form, the sender's address, receiver's address, and then the amount which we wanted to send. That amount we used to give at the post office, and at the other end, that means the receiver will get that much amount through the postman. And then we used to parcels also we used to send. If you go to the post office any day with your parents, you can see that so many hundreds of parcels are being sent daily to different places within the India and outside India through speed post. Speed post is a kind of courier, but it is of government. The delivery through speed post is, children, very much sure, and there's nominal charges because it's a government service provided to the people of India. Okay. And now we are having courier services also. Courier services are the private services. Now Perhaps none of you have got a chance to deliver a letter, but like I and maybe your grandparents, they were in the habit of writing letters to their near and dear ones, or sending a postcard or envelope or greeting card during Diwalis and other festivals also. So whenever we used to write a letter, children, we used to fix a stamp on it. We used to put a stamp on the letter, and the amount of the stamp was depending on the distance the letter is going to travel. Now suppose I wanted to send a letter to Delhi, so maybe it will cost me 2 rupees. But if I want to send a letter to the South India, then the amount of the stamp, the cost of the stamp will increase. It's a kind of stamp. Okay, children. Then important and urgent letters were sent through the registered post. Registered post means this particular letter will be delivered in the hand of the person whose name is written on the letter, and delivery was sure, and means it used to take less time. Or the speed post, again, as I already told you, it's a government service, so delivery of the letter was sure and within the prescribed time or limited time. Now we, if I want to send a letter, I can purchase inlays or postcards or envelopes or stamps from the post office. But now, children, because the technology is very much advanced, we can, no need of sending the letters. We can send email, we can send any WhatsApp message wherever we want and within a fraction of second. So now letters are outdated. Only official letters we used to receive. So official letters we receive these days, otherwise no other letter is required. So inlands, postcards, now we, they are not in use, and also money orders are also not in use because now they are no more required. Now to send a letter, complete address of the sender and complete address of the receiver is must, along with the PIN code. Now, PIN code means it's a 6-digit number, and it stands for postal index number. Okay, so all these things, complete address along with the PIN code, is must to be written on the letter before posting it. Second thing comes in the field of communication is the telegraph. Again, telegraphs are now not in use because we don't require. We can send any voice message immediately, even through WhatsApp we are sending the voice messages, so telegraphs are not required. But otherwise, children, I tell you that Samuel Morse was the inventor of the telegraph. Telegraph was a kind of machine which used to take the message in the form of code. That code was made up of dots and dashes, as you can see in this table. This is a table of the Morse code. Okay, and it was invented by Samuel Morse. So the message is received in the form of a code, and when this message is sent to the post office through that machine, at the other end, suppose I want to send a message to Bangalore to somebody, then I will send my message. I will go to the post office, I will tell my message. The operator here in Yamunanagar's post office will note down and code the message in the form of dots and dashes, and then he will send that coded language to the Bangalore post office. From there, operator will decode. That means again he will convert that message into English or Hindi. And then that message, either in English or in Hindi or whatever language I will use, then that message will be sent at the receiver's end. So this was the telegraph. But now telegraphs have been discontinued in India because of the advancement of the technology and internet services which are available. Okay, children, for today only this much. You must read the chapter till telegraph for the proper understanding. Bye, children.